Hello, this is John. John is CEO of a textile factory, a multinational company dedicated to the manufacturing of clothing and accessories. John is finding that income is down, while cost and performance time is increasing dramatically. In addition, he's being forced to borrow money from the bank. Excessive amounts of documentation are being generated due to inefficient internal administration. But John doesn't understand where the problem is, so therefore he can't find a solution. Here's an example of the company's management. We're going to track the sales and supply chain process. Where a customer places an order for clothes and accessories with Textile Factory, we will observe how the customer request is handled within the stores and factories. Paul is the owner of a wholesale clothing business. He's been a customer of Textile Factory for years. Paul needs to place a clothing order to supply smaller retail stores. He consults the Textile Factory 2011 product catalog on the 3rd, which is the last catalog he was sent. After selecting the items and their sizes, he sends an email to Textile Factory, requesting the cost and time of the delivery. The receptionist at Textile Factory receives the email from Paul. On accessing the database of suppliers, she notices that Matt is the sales manager for all clothes, so she forwards the email to Matt. On the 6th, after a few days of vacation, Matt returns to work and opens the email. Surprised, he discovers that one of the products that Paul has applied for has been discontinued. It's possible that he wasn't sent the last catalog. The first thing that Matt has to find out is whether or not there's stock in the company's warehouse, which are located in different geographical locations. Matt asks the warehouse managers if they have stock available, and, if so, how long would it take to send the order to the customer. For this, the warehouse managers consult the ERP. They have the stock for most of the requested items, but there's not enough stock to cover the entire order. After 4 days, the warehouse manager informs Matt that in 10 days, the customer will receive the material they have in stock. The material that's not in stock will have to be manufactured, and therefore the production manager will have to be contacted. 2 days later, Matt sends an email to the head of production with the requirements. The production manager has to contact 2 factories located in different countries. The factory managers report to the head of production that orders with higher production volume are necessary, with the aim of optimizing the use of machinery. The estimation is that in 20 days, there'll be enough orders to start production. The production manager informs Matt about the manufacturing of the items. Now Matt has the necessary information to submit an offer to Paul. Within 3 days, Paul receives the offer. After studying the price and delivery time, he chooses to accept. Matt sends an email to the warehouse to reserve the material. He then sends an email to the head of production to begin manufacturing the items, and to administration for them to control that the invoice is sent and payment is received. The days pass, and Paul has no information of the status of his order. After the 30-day period has passed, Paul discovers, annoyed, that his order has not arrived. The following week, he decides to contact Matt, who informs him that his order will arrive shortly. Paul finally receives his order. This delay and the lack of information has caused Paul to lose money. Therefore, he will not work with Textile Factory again unless a solution is found to its inefficient process management. We can highlight the lack of internal and external communication, the delocalization of information, the use of isolated programs, the lack of control in the process, and the excessive amount of time required to manage tasks. And this is just one single process. These problems multiply when dealing with a high number of processes each day, and not to mention the company's other business processes. Therefore, without a system to automate business processes, which analyzes the process implementation and results, it's almost impossible to eliminate errors, reduce costs, and improve business productivity. This affects businesses of all sizes and all sectors. The technological solution that enables companies to be productive and efficient is AuraPortal, advanced software for enterprises.